anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Alrighty, good evening, everyone. I'm going to do the best I can tonight. I'm a little under the weather, so just bear with me a little bit here tonight as we get rolling. And sorry about my blue sharp blending a little bit into the green screen here tonight. You'll see that it fades in and out. So sorry about that. But we are here at Kansas as we get set and ready to roll here tonight. I don't have this week's points up, I don't believe. For us to be able to look at them on screen, but let me see if I can get at least something here. Thought. Rick Schneider is currently in front with 185 points. 176 points is Travis Stroney. There in second. Christopher Pendle is third in points. So those are your top three in points as it stands right now. As we get rocking and rolling here tonight, we have Rick Schneider on track. We'll go track side for qualified. All right, here we go. We got Rick Schneider on track qualifying here in the 03. I notice we have a number 3 on track as well, the likes of Tom Torrey, running a Dale Earnhardt scheme. Have to let me know how the broadcast looks tonight. I had to get a new monitor, so this is the first broadcast with the new monitor. We'll see how it rolls tonight. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad. Daniel Scruggs in the number 14. We got to get this situated here so we can see what our times are. And it's not wanting to show too well, is it? Oh, ooey, dang thing. Oh. There we go. All right, we got it now. So Josh Cole in a special paint scheme here tonight is out front with a 31.965. Try to see who we still have yet to qualify. Looks like Jaden Wicks, Jordan Clayton, and Nathan Peacock. Jaden Wicks, though, I think he might be race control. All right, we did advanced session, so we are getting ready for the grid now. Everybody's on pit road. Everybody's getting ready for that grid. If I can just get a good grid shot here, it'll let me. There we go. There we go. There's the grid shot. So on the front row, we got, let's get the grid up. How about that? There we go. Wow, you dang thing, this is a little rusty here tonight. We got Josh Cole on pole for Freedom United. Alex Tilley there in second. Christopher Pugliese there in third. Rick Schneider in fourth. Travis Stroney there in fifth. Daniel Scruggs in sixth. Waylon McConnell there in seventh. Ryan Robertson in eighth. Brett Bray in ninth. Brendan Brody in 10th. Mike Schaefer there in 11th. Terry Fennell there in 12th. Jamie Stevens there in 13th. Tom Tour there in 14th. Logan Spencer 15th. Joseph Thomas in 16th. And Jaden Wiggs, Nathan Peacock, and Jordan Clayton rounding out your field back here in the 17th, 18th, and 19th positions. So again, bear with me tonight as my voice is still a little under the weather here as I'm trying to overcome whatever it is I got. As my sore throat, sore, I've been freezing, then I'm hot. So yeah, it's been a glorious couple days here. As I try to figure out everything that's going on here. But here for tonight, we are here at Kansas Motor Speedway. Oh, where'd that go? It says the Friggy Diggy Racing League Arca Series brought to you here this Friday night. Hopefully everybody enjoyed last week off as we celebrated Easter. Everybody get lined up 2 by 2. And you see the 17 of Alex Tilley out there on the outside, that Reese's machine. Then we got the admin box driven by the number 42 of, trying to figure out what else is on that card, driven by Christopher Pugliese. And there you see our pole sitter, Josh Cole, running a special paint scheme tonight with the Flieger Farm TV on it. As we get set and ready to roll here for 134 laps. They are down and away. Josh Cole out to an early race start here. As the 17 of Alex Tilley tries to catch back up here in second, but he's got company right behind him. Rick Schneider down up there on the high side with Travis Stroney there behind him. Stroney trying to figure out which lane he wants as they come storming down the backstretch. Here comes Alex Tilley now, getting a run on the outside of Josh Cole as they bear down into corner number 3. Still on lap 1 here at Kansas as they storm around here through 3 and 4. Green flag is out. It's going to be, let's see, it's going to be Tilley to lead that first lap as Cole drops back into second. You might see some real good 3-wide racing here as this is a wide racing surface here at Kansas. As they come down the backstretch, there you see 3 lanes almost forming up there on the backstretch with Rick Schneider looking to the inside of the 43 of Josh Cole, as Cole is to the inside of Travis Stroney coming in through 3 and 4. Side by side, they're in behind them as they come off of 4, almost 3 wide as they come across the stripe there. We're not sure what position that is, as we're looking at the 42 of Christopher Pugliese back here up against the outside wall right behind the 75 of Waylon McConnell. And then we got the Daniel Scruggs in the 14. The number 4 of Brendan Brody, he's looked good all season so far as he now comes up through the field, getting up there to the bumper of the 14 of Daniel Scruggs as they come through 3 and 4 for another time here on lap 3. 134 laps is the distance here tonight. We do have some stage breaks, so we'll take a look at that right now, as it is the 7th of April, 134 laps. We got a stage 1 at lap 33, and stage 2 is at lap 67. As we bear down the backstretch, Josh Cole losing another spot to the 77. Possibly losing another spot here to the 03, as the 03 of Rick Schneider's on his inside, and the 75 of Waylon McConnell's looking in as well, as the 77 looked to get a little loose coming off of 4 as it comes storming down the front stretch down into 1 and 2. That was the 77 of Travis Stroney getting a little loose off of 4 that time. The 43 of Josh Cole still trying to fight to hold on to that 3rd position, as he's got the 75 of Waylon McConnell breathing down his neck. There behind him on the bottom side of those two drivers, though, is that 03 of Rick Schneider. A little farther back is Brendan Brody. Brett Bray is there in the X side number 60 machine. Painted up to, I think it was Burton that used to drive the X side number 99, if I'm keeping my numbers correct. As he gets turned up into the outside wall. Keeps it straight for a moment, though, but the 42 is off pace. That is the Christopher Pugley's. He's off pace there as he comes down to pit road. It looks like he's going to get to the apron. We will stay green. Caution now comes out. So this is going to bring out the caution here, I believe, as we got the 99, or I'm sorry, the 60, trying to make the pass, slides up the racetrack, and just comes across the nose of the 42 and puts them both into that outside wall. 60 getting it collected, but the 90 or the 42 having some trouble there. Tough break for him. He had a strong starting position in this one. Now he's here at the back of the pack as he's trying to battle his way back towards the front. We're on board with the 42 of Christopher Pugley's at the moment. As drivers make it to pit road. Josh Cole stayed out, it looks like. Rick Schneider stayed out, Terry Fennell stayed out, and Joseph Thomas stayed out. So Alex Tilley, the first driver with fresh tires, I believe, here at lap 8. If he took tires, unless he just come in for some little bit of repair on that number 17 machine. Some strategy here to play out, some things to think about is fuel and tires. I'm unsure of how many laps they can go on fuel here. We'll be back after a quick commercial break from Admin Box. black screen there. We are back here at the track again.
Green flag.
Green flag back out. We are back underway here at lap 11. Up 134 and 17 ends up getting down through the infield. Unsure what happened there. We'll take another quick look at this as the drivers are coming off of this restart here. That was Alex Tilley. Looks like the 21 got a little loose up into that outside wall, come down across the nose of the 17 on the restart. Josh Cole out front still, with Rick Schneider and Waylon McConnell right behind him. Daniel Scruggs there in fourth. Ryan Robertson in fifth. Brendan Brody there in sixth. There they come, storming off a 2 down the backstretch. There you see the 14 of Daniel Scruggs, 75 of Waylon McConnell. The 03 of Rick Schneider, he's looking at that back bumper of Josh Cole once again up here at that front spot as they work off of 3 and 4 down through the trioval. Robertson there in the 5th position. He's going to try to see if he can move up a couple spots in that singular number 66. Brendan Brody, though, he after his start, he is up 5 positions on the day so far as they come down the backstretch. For another time, Terry Fennell up 5 spots from where he started in that 00. And Travis Stroney, he's fallen back a little bit from the start of his race. Joseph Thomas, so far our biggest mover, up 7 spots from the start of this race. And a couple guys that aren't quite having the race that they were wanting is Alex Tilley and Chris Papuglis, both down 14 spots from where they began today's race. Hopefully here, there's still a lot of racing to go, so hopefully they can get those cars dialed back in and back up towards that starting position that they once had. Waylon McConnell up here in 3rd, got a company though from Daniel Scruggs in the number 14 as they work through 3 and 4. Scruggs there on the inside as they work through the trioval. Down below the white line, down onto the apron as they come through the trioval down here in the quarter number 1. It is going to be Josh Cole still leading Rick Schneider there in 2nd. Waylon McConnell there in 3rd. Daniel Scruggs 4th. Ryan Robertson 5th. Brendan Brody there in 6th. Terry Fennell in 7th. Travis Stroney there in 8th. Tom Torrey there in 9th. And rounding out your top 10 is Joseph Thomas in that number 21 machine. As it looks like the 89 found a little bit of the outside wall as they work off of 4. Looks like we got a, I want to say it's a Harvick scheme, but I could be wrong. Can't remember. I want to say it was Harvick, but I could be completely wrong. That ran number 29 Goodwrench that came about shortly after the passing of Earnhardt. Josh Cole still up front in that number 43 with the likes of Rick Schneider on his tail, with Waylon McConnell up against that outside wall, with Daniel Scruggs trying to fight his way up there in a battle and for that 3rd position. But he's got problems. He gets in that outside wall, gets a little loose. Ryan Robertson's going to capitalize on it as he gets past Daniel Scruggs coming down into 3 and 4. Here comes the likes of Travis Stroney, though, into number 77. He's working his way up, along with Brendan Brody. Brendan Brody looks strong all season, all race long so far on lap 18 here. There you see the 00 of Terry Fennell down there on the bottom side, looking to get past the number 4 of Brendan Brody. If he can make the momentum happen and get that car to stick where he needs it to get that position here, fight for that 7th and 8th position. Back up front though, Ryan Robertson, he's still trying to battle his way up as he's looking to the inside of the 75, Waylon McConnell, as they come down in the corner number 1. Waylon McConnell way up against that outside wall. Looks like Scruggs is going to try that middle lane going through 1 and 2. As Robertson will get through and get that 3rd position. Here comes Scruggs. He's going to try to work that bottom side now to get around McConnell as well, coming down into 3 and 4. He's there to the bumper of Ryan Robertson. As they come out of 3 and 4 down through the triangle, it looks like that 75 brushed that outside wall. Here comes the 77 of Travis Stroney working his way up past the 75. I'm worried about 75 starting to have some issues here tonight. As they are side by side back here for that 6th and 7th position, 8th position battling going on right now. Rick Schneider up here in 3rd. Daniel Scruggs in 4th. Here on lap 21, we're on board with Daniel Scruggs as we work our way through 1 and 2, down the backstretch. Josh Cole still our leader. Rick Schneider, though, looking to the inside of Cole as they work through 3 and 4. Can Cole make the momentum happen? That high side seems to carry a little bit more momentum coming off of 4 down through the tri-oval. So it's going to be interesting to see as the track gets some rubber laid down on it. And these drivers happen to kind of take a moment to really think about what their strategies are. Temperature of the air around us is about 78 degrees right now. Track temp is sitting about 131 degrees. We're looking at Ryan Robertson as they come down into 1 here on lap 25. Josh Cole still out front. Daniel Scruggs back here in 3rd. Rick Schneider in that 03 is falling back here a little bit. He's back to 4th position. Travis Stroney sitting here in 5th. Terry Fennell there in 6th. Brendan Brody there in 7th. Mike Schaefer and at number 29 moved up to 7th. Looks like we have one looking like it's going to pit road. That is the 00 of Terry Fennell hitting pit road here at lap 26. Stage ends at lap 33. Here comes more cars now on the pit road. That's the 43 of Josh Cole. Rick Schneider's in Ryan Robertson back here on the backstretch, or I'm sorry, Daniel Scruggs. Ryan Robertson coming through 3 and 4. See if he takes the duck here to pit road. Or if they're going to try to push it more here towards the end. We got Travis Stroney, Brendan Brody, Mike Schaefer, Brett Bray. Josh Cole now showing a lap down as he made green flag stop. I'm very curious to see what strategies will play out. Because if the caution comes out at lap 33 for the stage, can these drivers make it to the stage? As we're going to keep an eye on Ryan Robertson, Daniel Scruggs. Joseph Thomas is in. Jamie is in. Terry Pennell's on his way out. Daniel Scruggs sitting second. Ryan Robertson there in first. As they come around 3 and 4, will Robertson take the pit lane this time? No, he will not. You see Josh Cole trying to work his way back up through the field. I think Josh Cole's the first car lap down as we see Tom Tor in. Jamie on his way out. And we're down to 3 laps to go in the stage. Will Robertson be able to run it out completely? As we got Daniel Scruggs here in second, or will they be cutting it a little close on fuel? That is yet to be seen here as Travis Stroney in third, Brendan Brody in fourth, Matt Schaefer fifth, Brett Bray in sixth. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. We're going to be getting with our stage 1 winner at the break. Nathan Peacock coming in. Brandon Brody, he's coming in pit road now. So still drivers deciding to come in later here in the stage. As we got 2 laps, we're going to be coming up to 2 laps to go when they cross the stripe. Going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Can that 66 hold on for another 2 laps? Now here's the thing that can be throwing us for a little bit of a loop. Is some of these drivers that are out front right now, they pitted at lap 7. They pitted at lap 7. Josh Cole didn't come in till lap 25, so I'm wondering if that early pit stop helped them drivers get to the end of this stage. And that might hurt the likes of like Josh Cole and Rick Schneider and them. As there you see Josh Cole getting around, getting his lap back the hard way as he gets around the 66 of Robertson. So he'll be back on the lead lap here to start the second. See if we can find Ryan Robertson. My eyes will cooperate. Freedom United, okay. Good evening, Ryan. How's it going?
Adam, good. How about you, buddy?
It's going well. So take us through that first stage there. I don't know. I'm still learning kind of the fuel run on these cars. What is a good fuel run for these?
Good. So it looks like it was about 22, 23 without any savings. So that first caution kind of came out at a good time, enough for us to just go gas and go and save a set of tires.
So are you planning on making a stop here at the end of the stage, or are you going to keep rolling onto the stage 2 here?
Oh, I have to make a stop. I'm less than half a lap left, so barely enough to make it.
Well, I was just curious to see how that played out. 'Cause I know there was a few of you drivers that pitted at lap 7, and then that's like, well, you guys took some strategy call, but you guys were able to make it to the end of stage 1. I was just curious to know how close you are on fuel.
Yeah, right now as I'm pulling into my box, about 0.2 gallons left. So just barely enough to get through it. So it'll be interesting to see the second stage of what happens with strategy and all that.
Did it make you a little nervous as the laps were winding down, or did you know you have enough?
I thought I had enough pretty confidently at the beginning, but as it went on, I was not very confident.
So you were really waiting for that flag to come out sooner than later.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so it was a relief once it came out when it did. So just able to coast around on the face lap and barely make it to the box.
Well, good thing the end of the stage came before another caution came out.
That's right, yeah, because it would have made things really interesting, especially for the guys who took tires when they pitted halfway through that stage. So they'll be on a little bit older tires at the start of this stage so far.
Well, some of them aren't going to be too terrible off. I know, like Josh Cole, he pitted at lap 25, so he's got maybe about 10 laps on the tires.
Yeah, he just barely unlapped himself, so hopefully he saved some of it. But I don't know if he's coming down to pit now and get another set or just top off on gas.
Well, it's going to be strategy to see how it plays out for sure. Who's your sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to for helping you get that stage 1 victory?
I'd like to give a shout out to my teammates. There's a few good battles going on up front. So definitely my teammates. And yeah, thanks for putting on the stream tonight, Adam. Appreciate it, man.
Well, I'm very pleased to be doing it, and I'm so happy for the league here to come through in a pinch. Because if anybody's been following my Facebook feed a little bit, you'll see that my monitor smashed last week, so I had to quickly get another one, but I didn't quite have it all in my budget, so I had to take kind of a pay advanced. So I'm thankful the league was allowed me to do that.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know that, but yeah, good thing you got another one to be able to do something to do this for us. I appreciate it.
We're all good. We're all set, ready to roll, and all mounted differently, so we should never have that issue again.
That's good, man. Good to hear.
All right, well, and you get situated. We'll let you go, and hopefully you can pull off something good here in stage 2.
Absolutely, man. That's the plan. We'll see what happens. It'll be interesting.
It will be. All right, that was Ryan Robertson out of Freedom United Motorsports. As we still see some drivers taking the pit road, maybe topping off. Alex Tilley, Josh Cole come back in. Not sure if he took a set of tires or if he just topped off on fuel. Our stage 1 winner, Ryan Robertson, starting on the outside here to start stage 2 with Travis Stroney there in the control car position. Lights are out on the pace car. Everybody's getting lined back up. Still got some drivers straggling behind here. We see the likes of Alex Tilley, Brandon Brody, Joseph Thomas lingering back here. Jamie's back here. Christopher Pugliese is up here in the pack, but he should be a little farther back from what I'm looking at. As we are coming to the flag here to start stage number 2 here on lap 37 of the night. And we are down and away once again to 77 of Travis Stroney getting a good start. Here comes Ryan Robertson. And look now, but here comes Mike Schaefer down there on the bottom side as they roll down into corner number 1. Schaefer going to get that pass done to the inside of Robertson for the time being as they roll out of 2 onto the backstretch side by side. It's going to be Robertson getting ahead of Schaefer as they come down into 3 and 4. There you see the 75 of Waylon McConnell working on that outside lane. Josh Cole there in 7th, our pole sitter of the evening. Currently sitting 7th position right now. Mike Schaefer up 8 spots from the start of his night. Logan Spencer up 8 spots as well. Chris Pugley's not quite having the night he wanted in that double zero, as he has fallen back 12 positions and is currently a lap down to some of the leaders. There you see Robertson battling underneath the bottom side, and we got some sliding going on here with Daniel Scruggs and Mike Schaefer. Schaefer sliding up between Scruggs and McConnell. And McConnell's there on the outside lane right behind the 29 of Schaefer. Logan Spencer back here in the 89. He scrubbed the outside wall a few times here tonight, but looking to see if he can capitalize something here as the season winds down. Again, we'll see if we can look at our points. We got Rick Schneider as our points leader. So where is Rick Schneider here tonight? If I can find that 03. He's currently sitting in 10th position. That is our points leader of the season so far. Is that 03 of Rick Schneider as they come down the backstretch once again. Travis Stroney, though, not doing too bad out there in front. He's currently 2nd in points. So really showing us how it's done as he's 2nd in points out there battling for the lead with Robertson. Robertson really trying to get up there and battle hard for that position as the laps are winding down here in stage number 2. Stage number 2 will conclude on lap 67, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm reading that correctly, stage 2 will be on lap 67. Mike Schaefer there in 3rd, Waylon McConnell 4th, Josh Cole back here in 5th in that FFTV machine. Brett Bray there in the number 60 machine as he's battling up through the field. There's the 03 of Rick Schneider. Brendan Brody back here in the 12th position in that number 4 machine. Looks like the 3 of Tom Tor is kind of struggling a little bit here as well today, as he's currently to the bumper of the 03 of Rick Schneider back here fighting for that 10th and 11th position. Drivers trying to pick their lanes, trying to figure out what's best action here. Travis Stroney still out front. Ryan Robertson there in 2nd. Waylon McConnell there in 3rd. Mike Schaefer 4th. Josh Cole there in 5th. And Daniel Scruggs 6th. Alex Tilley 7th. Brett Bray 8th. Logan Spencer 9th. And Tom Tor now gets around Rick Schneider for that 10th position. So he is rounding out your top 10 there in that number 3 machine. Here comes the number 4 of Brendan Brody. Schneider seems to be going the wrong way here as he's drifting backwards farther from the pack. Not sure what's up with the 03 machine of Schneider as he keeps looking like he's pulling back some off of the pace. Ryan Robertson up here at the front. Trying to see if I can find something here, but not finding what I'm looking for. There's what I'm looking for. Travis Stroney there in first. As we're riding on board with him, going around that outside lane. Ryan Robertson there in the second position. Waylon McConnell there in third. Mike Schaefer there in fourth. Josh Cole in fifth. Here comes Ryan Robertson looking to the low side now here as we're riding on board with him. Still trying to get that low side to grip up a little bit here for him as he comes down the backstretch, chasing down Travis Stroney. Waylon McConnell there in third. The points difference between first and second, though, looks to be about 10 points. So it'll be interesting to see how this shakes up between Stroney and Schneider, as Schneider's back here in 12th position. Tom Torres falling back to the 89 of Logan Spencer, now taking over that 10th position. Robertson still battling that inside lane as they come out of 2 down into 3 and 4. Waylon McConnell there in third. He's still battling side by side. Here comes Daniel Scruggs and Alex Tilley getting up here. Looks like they're going to put the 29 of Mike Schaefer 3 wide for a split second as they go and split them as they come down through the triangle. Now they single file out. It will be Daniel Scruggs leading Alex Tilley and Mike Schaefer down through into turn number 1. Travis Stroney still out front. Ryan Robertson still in second. Josh Cole holding pretty steady there in 4th position with Daniel Scruggs in 5th. A little farther back, trying to see if I can find some battles here on the racetrack because everybody seems to be single file at the moment. I do think there's some problems with that 03 as he's going to lose another spot here to get passed by a lap down car of Terry Fennell. So I'm wondering if there is some problems to that 03 machine of Rick Schneider here tonight as he's having some struggles now later on here in this race as we're winding down. We got lap 52. Is what we're currently working on. There you see Josh Cole up to third, getting around Waylon McConnell. Travis Stroney there in first, Robertson second. Somebody brushing the wall out of 4. Alex Tilley there in 6th, Mike Schaefer in 7th. Everybody single file for the most part as they work their way into turn number 1 and 2. Jamie on the pit road here at lap 53. So will we see green flag pit stops take a reign again? As we were hearing from some of the drivers that the fuel run is probably somewhere about 23, 24 laps. So I would put that at about between now and lap 58 is what I'm coming up with. So the drivers do not have enough fuel to make it clear to the end on the fuel that they have in their cars at this point in time. And as you heard from Robertson there in stage number 1, the only reason why he had just barely enough was that caution at lap 7. And that was a 35 lap run. 33 lap run. He had barely just enough to get around. As there you see the 87. No, that's. Is that? That's the 87 of Jamie there. I thought there was another 87 out on track, unless I was looking at it wrong. Tom Tour on pit road. Out front, it's still Travis Stroney. Ryan Robertson there in second. Josh Cole in third. As they battle it out here. Here comes Josh Cole to pit road. Looks like somebody went and really tried to slam the brakes going through there to not get to pit road there. That was Mike or Daniel Scruggs, I believe. Having problems getting to pit road. Ryan Robertson coming around, lap 57. Gonna push it as far as they can. We're riding on board now with Travis Stroney here in that number 77 machine as it comes through 1 and 2 yet again. Ryan Robertson on his back door. Here comes Daniel Scruggs into the pit road this time. Josh Cole, Waylon McConnell. So Josh Cole come out from his stop. Scruggs is in. Travis Stroney coming into pit road this time, handing the lead over to Ryan Robertson. About 8 laps to go here in stage number 2. Brett Bray, Mike Schaefer stayed out still. Everybody else made pit stops. Josh Cole here in 6th spot. Going to be interesting to see how this plays out here. Robertson out of pit road. Schaefer out of pit road. Where's Brett Bray? Brett Bray's coming to pit road. Travis Stroney working on his way, coming out of pit road. And there you've seen the likes of Josh Cole coming out of corner number 2. With the likes of Waylon McConnell. Yeah, Red Bull. Number 89. That's Logan Spencer. Showing Brett Bray crashed. Did he crash getting into his pit stall? Let's take a look at what happened to Brett Bray here as he comes in to make his pit stop. Missed pit road. I'm sure some league officials might have something to say about that type of turnaround, but we'll have to see on that. Ryan Robertson now coming out of the pits. Here comes Terry Fennell out. $62 laps to go in this race. Or, I'm sorry, 73 laps to go in this race. Ryan Robertson battling back again with Travis Stroney. Josh Cole sitting in 3rd. Good round of pit stops here as we're coming to the end of stage number 2. In the next 4 laps. Robertson giving it all he's got down there on the bottom side of Stroney. Josh Cole sitting here in 3rd position right now, just kind of hanging out. I don't know if he's really going to push too hard right now or not. We'll have to wait and see with that number 43 machine. Ryan Robertson there in 2nd, our stage 1 winner. As he now drops down to the apron, getting across the line down here in the corner number 1. There he's at the bumper. Stroney up high. Here comes Robertson down low. Who's going to get the run off of 2? Looks like it's going to be Stroney as Robertson falls in behind. But Cole's got to watch himself as McConnell there. Or, I'm sorry, I thought there was a car getting up. It was 72 of Nathan Peacock getting up there beside Josh Cole. That is not a spot, though. Neither is that 60 machine of Brett Bray. Those are not a spot, so he's got to be careful not to kind of take himself out with 2 laps to go here in stage number 2. Travis Stroney out front, Ryan Robertson there on the inside. Both of these drivers, if I'm not mistaken, yes, they're both for Freedom United Motorsports. So Freedom Motorsports here could end up taking 2 drivers, 1 in each stage. So I don't necessarily think Robertson's going to push too much, but we will see. As we're on the final lap here of stage number 2. There you see the 60 of Brett Bray. He's going to try to work around getting a lap back if he can, but I don't think he's going to be able to. As Travis Stroney is still out front, down here into corner number 3. Unless Stroney's going to let him have it, which looks like he very well may. Brett Bray gets a lap back here at the end of stage number 2. Travis Stroney being your stage number 2 winner. Where'd he go? Good evening, Travis. Travis, your radio working?
Oh, hey, I got you.
There you are. Hey, it's Adam up here in the booth. That was a pretty good run there for stage number 2. There was a green flag pit stop. Did that kind of have you worried at all, or did you think the strategy was going to work out in your favor?
No, not one bit. I love Kansas, and the strategy is always on lock here. Great 1-2 finish with me and Ryan. Until he had a little hiccup there, but we're trying to get 1-2-3 here.
Well, that'll be pretty cool to see if you can pull it off.
I sure hope so. There's a couple guys that I'm a little worried about. They look pretty fast, but.
Well, that 43 of Josh Cole, he seems pretty steady out there.
And he's a rocket right now. We'll see how stage 3 goes. I feel like it's going to be mostly, if not all the way through the flat run. So pit stops will be crucial.
It's definitely going to come down to pitch strategy, whether you take 2, 4 tires or whatnot. So, but I think most of the time you are taking 4 tires, correct?
The 2 sets I've taken, I'm sorry, the 1 set I've taken, I'm about to take another set, but yeah, I will be getting rid of all my tires. I hate the 2 tire stops. Only time I will take 2 tires is if, I don't know, we come down and have a relatively fresh set, and, there's a caution with like 10 laps to go or something.
It's definitely a strategy game, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a strategy thing, but, Brian beat me on pit road here, but, what do we got? Another 70-ish laps to go, so it's going to be interesting. That's for sure.
Now you got another 66 laps to go.
66. Thank you. I appreciate that. Honestly, I just wish the fuel run was a little bit longer. I feel like I could stretch these tires a little longer if we had more fuel. But it makes no sense to come down and not take tires,
Well, I know Robertson was telling us that it's about a 24, 25 lap fuel run.
Yeah, 24, 25. So we should have another 2 stops here, at least.
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, if this thing goes green, it's going to get interesting real fast. A lot of strategy into play right now.
Are you expecting it to go green the whole way?
Yeah, we had that one hiccup earlier, but these guys are pretty clean right now. It's pretty wide open. It's kind of hard hitting somebody, so I would expect it to go green.
Alrighty. Well, who's your sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to here for stage number 2?
My team, definitely Freedom United Motorsports. That's me and Tilly and Robertson. And Josh, he's with us, just not in this league, but I'll give him a little shout out. And you can go follow my TikTok. It's TikTok and T_Stro. But yeah, that's. I hope we're putting on a good show for you.
It's been a show so far.
Well, that's good, but
So we'll let you get back to your team, and hopefully you guys can try to figure out how to get Alex up there with you and Robertson.
I sure hope so. That's we're gonna try to repeat Hendrick from earlier today. You know, into 1, 2, 3.
That was a pretty cool finish for them. That, you know, their 40th anniversary race, and
Oh yeah, you couldn't write a better script for that. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Yep. So alrighty. Well, we'll let you get back to your team, and hopefully you can figure out the strategy for this for this last stage.
Yeah, hope so. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, that was Travis Strode with Freedom United Motorsports, trying to see if he can get Freedom United Motorsports to do what Hendrick did earlier today, from his words. And if any of you were following the NASCAR race, you saw that today was the Hendrick Motorsports 40th anniversary from their first win. And that was back in '84, I believe, at Martinsville, when Jeff Bodine brought home the win. If I'm thinking, if I can't remember my facts correctly. Lights are out on the pace car. We're getting them all lined up, ready to rock and roll yet again here at Kansas. So here's the car we want to try to keep an eye on a little bit. It's at 17 of Alex Tilley. Can they get him up there to the front with Stroney and Robertson? But there's a couple cars to really keep an eye on. Joseph Thomas has a real strong car. He's up here 15 spots up from where he started today. And then there's also our pole sitter that could end up being in the mix here as well in that number 43 machine. As we're going 3 wide down the backstretch, down in the corner number 3. As they split the 21 of Joseph Thomas, there you go, see Travis Stroney and Ryan Robertson there on point now. As you see Alex Tilley now on the inside, going to try to battle up. So currently, Freedom United does have 1, 2, 3 on the scoreboard. If they can finish it out that way, they will be very, very pleased. But there are some strong competitors right behind them, as Daniel Scruggs, Josh Cole, Mike Schaefer back here in that number 29 machine. We've been seeing some great racing, some great performance out of some of these drivers. There you see the 75 of Waylon McConnell. He really hasn't been too far out of the top today either. Been on top of the, pretty much running a high line around the racetrack, but also running higher in the standings right now as well. As there you see Daniel Scruggs trying to see if he can get around Alex Tilley. Cole getting a little bit of a close call there with the 75 as he went back up to the top of the racetrack. Here comes Josh Cole now to the bottom, underneath Waylon McConnell. In the turn 3 and 4, coming off of 4 through the trioval, getting some of these moves. They look so much tighter to me because of my dang depth perception. I don't trust some of the moves that they're pulling. Well, obviously these drivers, they know how much room they have. Some of it does look a little tighter than what I would personally like to have it, but they're out here making some great runs. There you see the number 4, Brendan Brody. He's working up through the field along with Waylon McConnell there in the 6th position in that number 75. Josh Coldigo has fallen back now, back here into the 8th position. Ryan Robertson out front, Alex Tilley in 3rd, Travis Stroney there in 2nd. We're coming up to, we're going to be coming to 50 to go here pretty soon. Daniel Scruggs, though, here in 4th. Mike Schaefer in 5th. They're both sitting here on the bottom side of the racetrack in those Chevys, and Waylon McConnell in his Chevy as well. I think most of these cars up here at the front are Chevys. Alex Tilley looks like he might be... No, that is a Chevy as well. I thought maybe I saw a Ford up here, but I could have been wrong. I know a lot of these Arca series cars, they modeled them after the Chevy, so a lot of drivers, they run the Chevy lights on them. But I do know there are other drivers that run something slightly different, like Brett Bray. He's running a Ford painted machine. There's another Ford, Nathan Peacock. Logan Spencer running a Toyota. It is interesting to see what some of the paint shops will do, some of your wrap and livery shops do to these cars in order to get the cars looking great. There you see Ryan Robertson still up front, Alex Tilley 3rd, Stroney 2nd, Matt Schaefer 4th, Daniel Scruggs 5th, William McConnell sitting 6th, with Josh Cole in 7th. So everybody's single filed out right now. As the 03 gets across the nose of the 3, ends up getting in that outside wall. Rick Schneider not quite having the race he's wanting, as he took some more left front damage, or right front damage there, going through 3 and 4. Nathan Peacock off track, but back on track now. He's back here in 15th position, struggling today. Travis Stroney now looking to see if he can get up here with Robertson. Tilley sitting here in 3rd. Daniel Scruggs, Matt Schaefer, Waylon McConnell all sitting here 3rd, 4th, and 5th. All, or 4th, 5th, and 6th, trying to battle it out, trying to get up there to see if they can get to Tilley. Josh Cole currently sitting in 7th position as they roll through the triangle. Under 55 laps to go now. Here on lap 81. AC Scruggs looking to the inside of Schaefer as they come out of turn number 3. Or I'm sorry, turn number 2. Down the backstretch. Into corner number 2. Out front, it's Robertson, Stroney, Tilley is your top 3. That is Freedom United Motorsports. Mike Schaefer, Daniel Scruggs, Josh Cole sitting in 6th now, as he got around Waylon McConnell for that position. I don't know if it holds true or not. Maybe somebody should have told Cole that maybe he shouldn't have been running green on the car. There's some drivers, they're kind of superstitious about running green on a race car. Some people say running green on a race car is bad luck. But he seemed to be holding it together pretty well. He did have up here on the pole, but they got up into that outside wall just a touch there. Coming through 3 and 4, now off of 1 and 2. Down the backstretch. We got Thomas there on trying to figure out what the caution was for. There it is. Matt Schaefer going around off on the nose of Daniel Scruggs. So not sure exactly what happened. That happened right in front of Josh Cole. So as they're coming down off of, looks like Scruggs just come up to the track and turns the 29 of Schaefer. Schaefer gets it straightened back out. No farther problems there as they keep going straight. Yellow flag is out though for a second time. here at Kansas. Now, I realize the pylon says 4th caution, but you got to remember, 2 of them were planned cautions for the stage break. So we've only had 2 cautions throughout this whole entire race that were for driver incidents. This is going to help play into some strategy here, as some drivers pitted right before the caution. Some drivers now coming in after the caution. There you see pit road is a very, very busy place. Here at the middle of stage 2, we're sitting at 50 laps to go. Daniel Scruggs is our current leader, with Tom Tor sitting second. Or at least that's the way the scoring pylon plays out right at the moment. As there you see Logan Spencer, Terry Fennell coming into pit road. There we go. All right. Everybody's sitting here trying to get all their strategy played out. Still going to need at least 2 more pit stops, I would think. Well, 1 more pit stop. Probably around 25 laps to go would be my guess on when we take that last pit stop. We'll take a short break and welcome our sponsor of Admin Box. Couple other shout outs for sponsors that I'd like to do are for Keep Digging and 1% Designs. Lights look to be out on the pace car. We're going to be getting ready to roll again here for the restart. Looks like Scruggs chooses the high side. Green flag is out. Scruggs is down and away. Here comes Tor down there on the bottom side in that Earnhardt number 3 machine as they roll down into corner number 1. Alex, Tilley, Stroney, and Robertson still all together here, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. But right behind them is at 43 of Josh Cole, breathing down their neck as well. Now here down the backstretch, looks like everybody's going to try to find their way around Tom Tor, as Tor's there on the bottom side. Doesn't look like he has the speed as some of these other drivers out here, as it looks like Tilley's going to go for the lead. Here comes Scruggs, and now Stroney is going to the outside of Strunk with Robertson right behind him. So you've got all of Freedom United out there on the high side. Josh Cole's got to find a way to get around Tor if he wants to stay out, but he's got into that outside wall coming out of 2, down into 3 and 4. Cole's still on that outside lane. Got to keep that speed and momentum up if he wants to try to stay up front here with Tilly, Robertson, and Stroney running that top 3 spots right now. But here comes the 4. He's looked strong all race. That's the 4, Brendan Brody. He's sitting here in 4th position. 3 wide right behind him. We got 14 in the wall. That's Daniel Scruggs coming through on the wall through 1 and 2. Cole now looking to the outside of McConnell as it comes down into 3 and 4. McConnell running the bottom line. Not used to seeing that here so much today. As look, McConnell was really running a lot of the top side early on in this race. Now he's running more of that lower line. I think part of that is him trying to keep the position up, the momentum up, as they work through 3 and work through 1 and 2, back down the backstretch. There you see Josh Cole right behind Waylon McConnell, but out front it's still Tilly, Stroney, and Robertson as they are through. Looks like we got Terry Pennell down here on pit road. Have problems on that race machine. Gonna kind of end his day pretty much there in that 00. Through 1 and 2. There's you see Travis Stroney on the high side trying to go around Robertson. Tilly out front. Now this would be something pretty special for this team if Tilly can get the win here, as that means everybody won a stage here today. Just unfortunate for Stroney and Robertson. Tilly would walk away with the most important stage of all. That would be the race win as they come down through the triangle. Here comes Robertson trying to get back around Brody. Brody putting up a fight, though, in that number 4 machine. As they come through 1 and 2 yet again, Brody's really working that high side hard on the outside of Robertson. This is what Robertson was saying about when we were talking to him at the end of stage 1. Because there is a lot of strong cars. There you see the 75 of McConnell. He's now down here underneath Robertson as well, getting around Robertson. Now Robertson's going to try to fight back himself down on the bottom side. But I wouldn't count this 43 of Josh Cole out yet either. I think this 43 of Josh Cole that we're riding on board with, I think he's just waiting for his chance to strike. As they come down the backstretch here. Tilly out front, Stroney second, Brody third. Robertson currently sitting 4th now that he's got back around McConnell, but McConnell's still there. I think some of these drivers are going to start getting antsy now that we're down to 40 laps to go. Alex Tilly's still up front. So we got about another 15 laps before the next pit stops. Stroney second, Robertson there in 4th. Cole back here in 6th. Mike Schaefer in 7th. Christopher Pugley's 8th. Brett Bray in 9th. Jamie there in 10th. Hold on, Mom. We got a small problem here with our camera work. Not sure exactly what happened there. Sorry about that. My camera's running a little goofy on me. Tilly Stroney still holding strong for Freedom United out there in front. Robertson's got his hands full, and he's got Cole now to the inside of him as they come down through the tribal here at lap 99. 36 laps to go here in the Friggy Diggy Arca series here tonight. And we want to definitely, like I said, I neglected them earlier in the broadcast, but we definitely want to make sure that we get the sponsor shout-outs to 1% Designs, Fligger Farm Gaming, and to Admin Box, as well as Keep Digging. And if you go to Keep Digging's website, check out the description and the space below, along with Admin Box. They both will give you, there's codes down in that. There's codes down in the description for you to get some percentage off your orders from those two places. So definitely check both of them out. I know for me, I really enjoy the Admin Box. I've got version 2. They're coming out with version 4. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all works out. As here comes Cole. He's looking to the inside of Brody now. Moving up into that third position. Stroney and Tilly might want to get a little bit concerned here. As Cole is starting to make his moves. I think that Cole was just kind of in survival mode earlier on in the race. Just kind of making sure that he can save his stuff till the end. And he's really making it happen here. 33 laps to go here at Kansas. So it's going to come down to who does the pit stop, who comes in for their pit stop, right as the window opens. That's going to be the biggest thing. When does that window open, and who's going to be the first one to try the undercut here? And we got Travis Stroney second, Josh Cole third, Brendan Brody fourth, Ryan Robertson there in fifth, William McConnell sixth, Mike Schaefer seventh, Christopher Pugliese eighth, Brett Ray ninth, Jamie there in 10th. So we should be coming up in another 5 or 6 laps, coming up to our money stop here, as some like to call it. As we're rolling back there, you see Tilly still out front. Stroney getting a miracle of Josh Cole at the moment, as Josh Cole now tries to move up here into that second position right behind Stroney as he comes down here into 3 and 4. There you see Stroney getting a little taste now. Cole is there as they work out of 3 and 4 down through the trioval. I'm sure Stroney knows he's there. He's got a mirror pull of him. A little farther back, though, we got Brody trying to pull off Robertson for that 4th position. Waylon McConnell sitting there in 6th. I don't know if as we're on board with Alex Tilly and Travis Stroney. Not sure if Freedom United Motorsports is going to have what it takes to pull off what Hendrick did earlier today. That's still yet to be seen, as there's some strong competitors here at Kansas, with Josh Cole sitting currently 3rd. Still looking to see if he can get up here to that 77 machine. We're at 30 laps to go, and we know that the fuel window is about 25 laps. And that's sometimes cutting it just a little close. So it's going to be interesting to see what these drivers can do to save and push at the same time as the laps are winding down here. Tilly still up front. Stroney there in 2nd. Robertson back here in 4th. But Brody is right there, still trying to battle for that 4th position in that number 4 machine. Waylon McConnell there in 6th. Matt Schaefer there in 7th. Christopher Ray and Christopher Pugliese, or Brett Ray and Christopher Pugliese back here rounding out with Jamie for your top 10. Well, there you see Mike Schaefer and Pugliese trying to battle for 7th and 8th position. There you see Cole trying to work on Stroney. And they work down the backstretch. Stroni still holding off at Josh Cole of number 43. As Stroni gets into the outside wall coming off of 4, that might open it up here a little bit. As they come around, 26 laps to go. Where does that fuel window open? Brendan Brody coming down pit road. Is he a lap too early? We will have to see as Jamie now pulls on the pit road as well. The leader's still racing down the backstretch. But what I'm curious about is Josh Cole. Is he coming in this time or is he going to wait one more lap? He's going to wait one more lap here with the leaders. Ryan Robertson now on the pit road. Mike Schaefer. So money stops have started here with 25 laps to go. Alex Tilley still up front. Travis Stroni there in second. Josh Cole sitting third. Daniel Scruggs has crashed. Wonder what happened there as he was entering pit lane. Some of these drivers have been having a hard time trying to get on the pit lane today. It's very surprising to watch. There you see the 14 coming down. This is not the first time he's had trouble getting on the pit lane today. Unsafe pit exit there as he missed the commitment cone. So that's going to cost him a little bit here in this race. Unfortunately, Brett Bray has crashed. Josh Cole having problems with his pit stop. That's going to cost him some time. Costly mistake there by the 43. Ran the race real well all race long, and have it come down to the final pit stop that it gets you. Currently sitting 10th position for Josh Cole. Alex Tilley still sitting out here in front. Last pitted here at lap 110 is the number 17. We got Robertson and Stroni sitting right behind him. So as they come back around the starting line here, Waylon McConnell pulling off pit road, but he's going to lose the spots here to Tilley, Robertson, and Stroni as they come flying through turns 1 and 2. Schaefer there in 5th, but they're going to move up to 4th. So I might have counted them out a little too early here. Josh Cole as here you see 17 of Alex Tilley sitting in second. Travis Stroni there in third. Robertson back out front. He's your stage 1 winner. Travis Stroni sitting in third. He's your stage 2 winner. And Alex Tilley hasn't won a stage here today, but is sitting here in second position. 22 laps to go. Here you see the number 4, Brendan Brody. He can still be a contender. As they come down the backstretch. Or, I'm sorry, through 3 and 4, down the front stretch now. There you see Brandon Brody, Mike Schaefer, Travis Stroni, and them all up here spread out up through the front. It's going to be interesting to see how this finally does play out. Kind of feel bad for Josh Cole as he's sitting back here in 12th position. Not really much room to try to make up today's points as Rick Schneider gets around him now. Putting Rick Schneider and Cole on the same lap again, but that just means that Schneider's going to have to go all the way around. Peacock on the pit lane. Spencer on the pit road. And Spencer's on his way out. "20 laps to go." There you see Robertson coming around. It'll be 19 laps to go when he crosses the stripe this time. Robertson, Tilley, Stroni, Mike Schaefer. There comes Brendan Brody working on the inside of McConnell as they come down into corner number 1. Now he's setting his sights on Shaper. If he can get around McConnell, okay, he can get his sights set on Shaper. But Brody's going to have to come back up in line behind Shaper and McConnell. They're coming down into corner number 3. Running that high line through 3 and 4, trying to save the tires as much as he can. Capistroni here in 3rd. Lap traffic there up, and we got one in the wall. That's the 75. Waylon McConnell, and I think Brody might have caught a little bit of the outside wall as well, coming through 1 and 2. There you see Josh Cole going a lap down here after his pit stop. He had a strong car, and in that last pit stop really gave him problems. Dropped him from a top 5 position back here to 12th. As there goes Tilley and Stroney around him. We're riding on board with Ryan Robertson. Looks like an 89, even though he's a lap down, that's the 89 of Logan Spencer. Seems like he might be a little loose coming off of the corners here. 16 laps to go at Kansas as we're looking now here. Now you see scoring across the top of your board. Cole is a lap down. Schneider is a lap down. Scruggs is a lap down. Brendan Brody trying to work his way up through. Waylon McConnell sitting here in that 75. Brendan Brody, I'm not sure why it kind of glitched out on me for a moment, but it looks like it's working now. As we come down through 1 and 2. Or is that 3 and 4? I'm getting lost in the race. That was 1 and 2. Brendan Brody sitting in 6th position right behind Waylon McConnell. Mike Shaper in 4th. Alex Tilley there in 3rd. Everybody's kind of really spaced out now as Stroney got around Tilley for 2nd position. Here comes Robertson now. 14 laps to go, so unless something crazy happens, I think Freedom United definitely has this one wrapped up for the top 3. Unless something like Matt Shaper gets involved here and can get up to battle around Alex Tilley. But Tilley still running strong up here in that 3rd position, right behind Shaper. And the more lap cars they can put between them, here you see Tilley going to the bottom side, looking to get around the 77 of Stroney, which he does, putting some space between Shaper and them. And now Shaper has to deal with the lap car of Josh Cole. Barry Pennell having some pit road problems too, it looks like, as he's back in. Brendan Brody there in 5th. Mike Shaper in 4th. Losing ground on the front 3 as once they got around Josh Cole, haven't really looked back, as you see Mike Shaper still trying to find a way around Cole. Back as Cole is up into the outside wall. Sparks flying. He is grinding that car against that wall. As he's got problems there on that number 43 machine. Ryan Robertson still up front. Tilley and Stroney following behind. Here comes Matt Shaper though. Now that he's around Josh Cole, can he make up the ground here in these 10 laps? to get up there to try to battle for that third position. Everybody's kind of just holding their line right now with 9 laps to go at Kansas. Ryan Robertson out front. Travis Stroney now gets around Alex Tilley again. Mike Schaefer still rolling around here in fourth. Still trying to figure out how to get up there and get that momentum to carry him forward up there to Team United, Freedom United. Robertson, Stroney, Tilley, Mike Schaefer, Waylon McConnell, Christopher Pugley, Brandon Brody, Joseph Thomas, Tom Tor, rounding out your top 10 here so far this evening. Laps are winding down here in Kansas. I want to thank everybody that's tuned in here to Fligger Farm TV on the pole for your race action tonight. Here is the Friggy Diggy Arca series, and tomorrow night we will be with Tomorrow night we are with the Roughneck Racing James Wagner Welding Gen 6 series. And then from there we'll have to see how this week plays out. Travis Stroney sitting here in third now, giving that spot back. But look here, Mike Schaefer has lost a spot to Waylon McConnell. Waylon McConnell getting around Mike Schaefer for that fourth spot. Waylon McConnell's looked strong all race long as we got Brody down on the pit road with 5 laps to go. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully these drivers kind of calculated the fuel enough that they have enough to go. There you see McConnell going back up here to the high side. Looks like he backed off the throttle just a little bit. Schaefer going to the inside. Team United, or Freedom United Motorsports still out front. 1, 2, 3. See if they can pull off, like I said, what Hendrick did earlier today with the 1, 2, 3 finish for the team. And right now it looks pretty promising unless something happens, like them taking each other out or something, or Waylon McConnell getting up there and spoiling the party. But we got 3 laps to go. Alex Tilley up here against the outside wall. Travis Stroney sitting in third. And he is your current, he is second in the points. Alex Tilley is tied for 6th in points. And Ryan Robertson is sitting 5th in points. And Tilley is tied, like I said, for the points for that 6th position. And he's tied with none other than Josh Cole. Josh Cole not quite having that race-ending day he was hoping for, as Alex Tilley still sitting here in second. Will Stroney try to take over that second spot here this final lap as they come down into 3 and 4. Still got one more time to come through 3 and 4. Mind your positions, boys. You don't want to go and screw anything up. you have 1, 2, 3 finish here on the final lap. It is Robertson out front. We're on board with Alex Tilley. As it looks like that car's getting a little tight through the corner. And now he drives off down the back stretch. Lap traffic up ahead of him, so is that going to be a problem for Robertson? Or is Robertson just going to kind of hold his line there? As there you see a car off the pace. It's going to bring the team closer together here for the finish, but it is going to be Robertson for the win here at Kansas for the Friggy Diggy Arca Series tonight. Stick around, we have driver interviews coming up here in just a moment. But first, our race results. Our race results now for the Friggy Diggy Arca Series. It is Ryan Robertson, Alex Tilley there in second, Travis Stroney third, Waylon McConnell fourth, Mike Schaefer fifth, Christopher Pugliese there in sixth, Joseph Thomas seventh, Tom Tor there in eighth, Josh Cole in ninth, Rick Schneider there in 10th, Daniel Scruggs 11th, Brendan Brody in 12th, Jamie Stevens there in 13th, Brett Bray in 14th, Nathan Peacock 15th, Logan Spencer there in 16th, Terry Fennell will finish out in 17th position here tonight. Jaden Wicks 18th, Jordan Clayton there in 19th. So there you see the top 3 finishers. See if we can get a word with the top 3. Starting with our 3rd place finisher, that's going to be Travis Stroney. Stroney. Hey, Travis. Well, you guys did what you wanted to do. You got the 3 on the podium.
Oh, you might as well pull them 2 up here. That's weird. We were just having a blast. You can bring them on up.
So I guess we're going to do a little bit different post-race interview. Since you all 3 are for the same team, I know talking to Travis there at the end of stage 3 or stage 2, he said that he was hoping to replicate what Hendrick did today, and you guys seem to do it.
Yeah, I think those 2 were up front all day. I kind of had to come from the back. I got involved a little bit early there, but great job to Ryan, great job to Travis. That's we've been. I think we've got a bunch of 1-2s, but it was really fun to finally get a 1-2-3 right there.
Yeah, team first, I think.
Oh yeah.
Well, Travis, I noticed I've been watching the points here today a little bit, and I know you're second in points. Do you think you were able to close the gap a little bit on Rick Schneider since he had some issues tonight?
Almost. I should be top of the list again. Let me pull that up here. I even honestly didn't know where I was at before coming into this. So, how many points back was I? Not. Oh yeah. I don't know where Rick finished, but
I think Rick got 10th tonight. So
yeah. So
Rick got 11th.
Decent couple stages and a 3rd place finish. I should be top of the leaderboard again, and these guys should be close too. We're gonna go Freedom United 1, 2, 3 points too one day.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it'd be
know
nice.
Alex is tied for 6th with Josh Cole in the point.
Oh yeah. Well, I know that Josh Cole missed the entrance to the pits there, but it looks like it cost him. Otherwise,
Oh,
I
that
think that
reminds me. I
yeah.
didn't look at that.
I don't
Otherwise,
know. I
I
don't
think he
think
would have
Cole
been right
missed.
there with us all right there at the end too. But
I didn't see Cole miss the entrance to pit road. I saw him go and miss his box.
He missed the box and he took me out with him.
Yeah.
On the entrance. Luckily, I still had a fast repair left that I planned on using, but I know he kicked in my rear end pretty good.
I don't know what went on that last pit stop, but he definitely had something screwed up.
I'm not too sure, honestly.
Well, I just know it cost him. He was running up front with you guys, and then he finishes a lap down because of the whole pit road issue.
yeah, he was fast. I think if that didn't happen to him, he definitely would have been up there with us for sure.
Well, I know another driver that seemed to really be putting some heat on there at the end was Waylon McConnell. Were you guys worried about him trying to come up and splitting the top 3 up at all?
I wasn't worried as much about that as I was trying to make it on gas.
Yeah, fuel was huge here.
Yeah, we were really pushing it at the end there, and I accidentally took a set of tires in the middle of the race right after I pitted, so I pretty much wasted a set of tires. So if the caution would come out or anything, I would have pretty much been done for. But yeah, I literally saved down to pretty much the last lap. So I can't believe that Ryan made it pitting even a lap sooner. So that was big for him.
Well, I know you guys we're cutting it close on fuel all night here, and I know some of the drivers they tried an undercut or something, but I don't think they had enough to really do the undercut.
Yeah, Ryan pulled it off to perfection there. So hats off to him for that. I don't think I could have. I don't know if I would have been able to save enough to make that extra lap. I just don't know if it was obviously it must have been the way that we were driving the track different, but definitely props to him.
So you're saying if we would have had overtime, it would have definitely been an interesting ball game there at the end.
I would have different story from all 3 of us.
Yeah, you guys probably would have been all right. I didn't have any tires, so I definitely would have finished toward the back if that would have happened.
Is Ryan in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just quiet.
Yeah, let's hear from him.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I mean, definitely props to my teammates. So I did run off coming off of 4 on the last lap. Luckily, we were all going slow enough, trying to save to make it. But yeah, I saw the guys on the undercut. They had to pit with 4-3 to go. I believe some of them called it out.
Yeah.
So they definitely kind of hurt themselves at the end. They were probably hoping for a caution, which a couple times almost happened.
There were a couple close calls, that's for sure.
Yeah, overall it was a good race. I mean, that was probably what? How many cautions did we have? I think 1 per incident. That was it.
2 per incident.
2. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. A lot better than we've had the last few weeks. But it was good to see some strategy coming into play. Made it pretty interesting.
I think Kansas being a wide track probably also helped the matters in that.
Yeah, it's definitely not Richmond.
Speaking of, all 3 of us are locked in the playoffs now. Congratulations, boys.
Yes, sir. And we get to celebrate by trying to do it again at Watkins Glen next week.
Oh, I love Watkins Glen.
Yeah, that'll be interesting next week, seeing what happens. So who knows who may be fast there that we don't know about. So that'll be fun. It's one of my favorite tracks personally.
Well, you're going to Watkins Glen next week.
Yeah, one of the best tracks, one of the best road courses on
the planet. On the planet. Yeah, definitely for these cars too. I think that it's definitely the best road course for this car in particular. Definitely be lots of action there.
I know it. Oh, okay. So that my camera's off and frozen. So okay, that's interesting. But definitely, it was a great race to watch, and you guys pulled it off to perfection there at the end. Who wants to start off with the sponsor shout outs?
Go ahead, Travis.
Once again, I just want to thank you guys. This is definitely a great team we have here, and Tilly does I swear here, probably not, a ton of work on her social medias, and and both of you are just so great on the racetrack. So much fun racing with you guys. And, yeah, I shouted out TikTok earlier, but that's really all I got.
I'm just gonna piggyback off of that. Shout out the guys that are here in this chat with us, Free Matty guys. And we'll, even though he's not our team in this league, we're still gonna give a shout out to Josh Cole for being a traitor. So,
We
yeah.
love Josh.
Oh yeah, but yep. It's like Travis said, a good team we have here, and we'll look to keep rolling still.
Well,
Same thing for me. Adam, thank you for what you do, putting on the stream. I definitely
sure.
watch it back every week.
Oh yeah.
Top notch, man. Definitely appreciate you.
well, I appreciate being here, and tonight was a little tougher with me battling whatever this illness is I have, and then I happened to make sure I got the monitor up and rolling. Got it in Friday, got everything hooked up, and I haven't had a stream yet, so hopefully tonight's stream worked okay. I got to figure out what goes on with my iRacing, though, because I'll be driving in the middle of it, and all of a sudden I get like lag spikes, so I got to figure out that. I've never had that before.
Yeah, I do know that Christopher Puglisi, Smokey, he's good with. From what I hear, he's pretty good with computers, so you may reach out to him. He might be able to help you there.
All right. All right, I might have to reach out to Chris to find out, because, yeah, I didn't have that issue before, but I got the new monitor, got it all set up, and then I run about 20 laps just fine, and all of a sudden it gets like a glitch, and I get like a huge lag spike, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not sure too much about him. I'm sure he might. I've never had to ask him about anything, but from what I hear, he's probably a guy that you could ask about that. He might be able to help you.
Alrighty, well, that sounds good. We'll work on that.
Yes, sir.
But congrats again for your top 3 finishes here tonight. Robert's taking home the win.
Awesome, Adam. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
You guys have a great night, and we'll catch you next week at Watkins Glen.
Sounds good, Adam.
Good.
Alrighty. So that was the Freedom United Motorsports team taking home the win tonight, along with the entire podium. Ryan Robertson coming home in first. Alex Tilley second, and Travis Stroney there in third. They're looking forward to Watkins Glen next week, which I am too. I really enjoy running Watkins Glen. It's going to be interesting to see which layout they're running, because there's 2 different layouts that I really enjoy. One has the bus stop, one doesn't have the bus stop. And I won't even get into and it'll be interesting to see which layout and stuff. But again, congrats to Freedom United tonight as they take home the win. We will see you back here tomorrow night for the Roughneck Racing James Wagner Welding Gen 6 Series. So tune in then. Thank you so much for watching.